Welcome back to our 999 playthrough here at a Deep Thought headquarters. We're now going to announce the results of the poll that we just presented at the end of the last part. Mexi, if you could do the honors and give out the results.
So it looks like... What was the poll about again?
It was what kind of shape that we used to unlock the door that we just unlocked with. That's what we asked.
Oh, right. So, turns out we actually used the ballot boxes as stuffing.
Oh no. Not again.
So, we're just gonna include it as null and void. Everyone's a winner. Also, no one's a winner because y'all don't deserve trophies or something. I don't know. This is how elections work. They're all frauds anyways.
Yeah, I know that, but I had all these trophies made for the winner of that poll.
Keep them for yourself?
Yeah, I guess I will. I don't know what to do with them, though. Maybe just use them to hold down my tax returns.
Just as all your paperweights. It's like, woo, woke up at right on time. Give myself a trophy. It's called self-love.
Yeah, the real trophy is inside us all along. I'm glad we made this journey together. But we have to continue with this one, though. But before we do that, too, we have to go check on our little girlfriend here, because she was in a very precarious state. We just gotta make sure that she's all right.
To make sure that she's not still dying. Remember she had that fever? You know, that thing that kills people? Because you have those when you're really sick and need to get rid of an infection? Yeah, no, that just kind of went away. But, you know, it didn't mean anything anyways.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a girl just randomly fainting out of nowhere due to a fever.
If only this game had some sort of indication of whether we're heading for a happy ending or a bad ending. But, you know, I feel like I'd just be reading too much into this so we can see Santa moping.
Ooh, obvious foreshadowing. Now, of course, as we come back, though, now we have to deal with this little roadblock here. Just Santa sitting on stairs and just jabbering away at us, telling us about this weird story about a white and a black Santa, where the white Santa was good and gave gifts, the black Santa was bad and did tricks, and then the white Santa eventually got so sick of his shit, just killed the black Santa, and that's why his blood made the white clothing turn red. Something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure. It's like some sort of ancient folklore. It's like some sort of ancient folklore, kind of like Krampus or something like that. And it's I don't know.
Well, I mean, when he says this whole white Santa, black Santa thing, it's just sort of, you have lots of different options there. Like, you have Santa Krampus, and then you have, I know there's the German version of Santa where he has the unfortunate blackface assistant. There's a reason we don't go back to that. But again, there's also the argument that it is a culture outside of American, but it's still just, it's blackface. Just don't do it. It's not cool, and it's okay to forget even like legends and fables. I mean, not forget them, but just don't have them presented. Instead, we look at them as relics of the past. But he has this whole weird story. I much prefer the plot important one because we get some. It's literally talking about the actual plot of the game, and I mean that outside of what these 9 morons running around in this ship right now doing, because they're not doing much of anything yet.
Yeah, very, very big emphasis on yet, because it's coming, but not yet. Gotta say though, this little story that Santa told us, it's nice and all, but like, I researched this, I tried to check to see if this was an actual story or not, and it's like, it kind of sort of is. Like, maybe there's a version of it out there.
See, it's again just that trick that 999 does, where it uses stories, anecdotes, and science that's close enough. Like, you know you've heard something similar to it somewhere, so you kind of buy into it, like you bite it, like bait. And I'm starting to appreciate it more, because before it infuriated me, but now it's like, man, this is actually quality. It's not even troll writing, but it's actually built to make you kind of get that sort of reaction. that you weren't sure if it was real or not, and then when you see that it was fake, like it's like a wavelength collapsing, like a quantum collapse there.
Indeed, it's very interesting, even though it really doesn't amount to anything in regards to the overall plot. I guess take it or leave it, I guess. But regardless, we have a brand new puzzle room here, and I gotta say, Mexi, this is probably my least favorite one of the entire game.
Ooh, go on.
Ooh, well, I'm glad you want me to indulge. So this puzzle room, it's okay. It's like as its own thing, it's all right. But it's the kind of puzzle room that falls apart on multiple playthroughs. I just don't enjoy going through it more than once. What you essentially have here is just 3 parts. The first part is find these cards here, which you then use to open something in order to get these numbered pins. And then afterwards, you use these pins to do some sort of digital root puzzle, which you use to activate a machine in order to push these crates here. Not these crates, but crates that are in the little back area of the room, in order to get to like this open coffin. Having played through this game multiple times, I generally find this to be the least interesting puzzle room in the entire game.
Well, I can see already how this is a puzzle, not really difficult, but at least not difficult as in mentally challenging, but difficult as in like getting through, is the fact that you have to collect 9 items just to proceed. Like, you don't have to think about the 9 items, but you still need to find and collect all 9 of them every time you want to complete this puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. You have no choice. But now that I think of it, though, here's an odd observation. Why do these pins have such realistic headshots of all the 9 players? This is what they look like in game. Why are they such high quality? And how they get them in general?
Yeah, it kind of plot wise, there's really no reason that they should have these headshots. I mean, these are like modeling headshots. Like, hey, here's my concept art.
I mean, probably the best part about these cards is that you can look at each and every one of them and you get a little comment about each one of the characters that's featured on these cards. Like, here we... Oh, man. June's feeling really inadequate for some reason.
Oh, aren't we all, girl? Aren't we all?
And, of course, Santa is just being completely vain once again. I mean, to be fair, he does look okay in that headshot. He looks alright, but, I mean, come on, man. You're not the next Mona Lisa or anything.
I mean, he seems to have some style and some flair. Also, we miss Snake.
Yeah, poor dude. He's never ever gonna come back. Dead forever.
Yeah, that's with all timelines. Most of these endings. Oh dear.
He really is a vital part of this team. Not only is he smart, he's also there for
Clover's sanity's sake, I guess.
Yeah, more for her sanity, definitely. Because for God's sakes, we do not want her to go around chopping people's heads off again. Anyway, now that we have all these cards, we can unlock these boxes here. And Ace here is seems to be a little concerned about something.
Also, Ace, for the most part, is a pretty cool guy. Like, he sacrifices himself, he's extremely helpful, and you would think that he would, like, help you out with what basically is the easiest puzzle in the game at this point. It's like, hey, match the faces to the numbers. And it's like, okay, easy peasy. And he's like, okay, Junpei, do it. Because Junpei is his little puzzle monkey, I guess.
Yeah, I don't get it. And previously, he was just so helpful for us. Like as you said, he sacrificed his life. Not really, but attempted to, in order for us to go on during the second door choice. And he was also so helpful when he was with us in the first puzzle room, door number 1. I don't get why he just doesn't help us out with this one. It just seems so easy.
For lazy reasons. Lazy.
Well, you know what? If he's going to act like this, then he just should probably go back to sleep.
Wow. I agree.
Yeah, I say that as if he doesn't have an obvious drug problem, though. He should probably not be injecting himself at every opportune moment.
It's like, look, I know you don't think it's a problem because they're your prescription pills, but you need to take them as prescribed at least. They're gonna kill you, Betty.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even if it doesn't kill him, he's gonna get fucking awful hallucinations. There's gonna be nothing that we can do about it.
Y'all gonna need some therapy. Like, I saw a psycho pass. I saw what happens with the stress levels and shit, and it's like, then the government can't tell you the difference between the victim and the perpetrator. It was really sad.
You know, like I said, the puzzles themselves, they're fine. Going through them is not very fun at all. What's probably less fun is having Santa tutorialize us on doing this second one here every single time we go to do it. It's just a waste of time. Why do we have to go through with this stuff? Every time we already know how to do it. Like, why don't we just skip it? There's gotta be a way to skip it. Come on.
I mean, the fact that we're still going through this, and it's just mostly been talking. Like, I don't remember this much talking in the engine room. We got through that pretty quickly. This is still going on. Like, I don't know why the game felt the need to explain digital routes this many times. Like, all the way to, it seems, the end of the damn game. It's like, do you remember what a digital route is? Yes, I do. Please stop. Just let me do the math. I can do it.
I mean, I guess it's a good reminder if you do forget how, because you suck at math.
I guess for people who also put the game down and then re-pick it up, and there's that too. I had to restart my Persona 2 save file because I just didn't know where in the plot I was. It's like, I'm stuck. I'm just going to have to start from the beginning.
Yeah, but anyway, as you can tell here, the solution to this puzzle is you do the digital routes in not a specific order, but do digital routes in a way that you get all these lights to show up and prevent any of the lights from being turned back off. And it's easier than it looks, but it's still pretty tedious. As I can mention, I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles lately, and yeah, it's alright, but I don't know, it's like slowly lose interest in it each time I play. I don't know why.
No, it's such a good game. It's the superior version of Final Fantasy XII. Like, there's literally no reason for Final Fantasy XII to exist when Xenoblade Chronicle exists. It's literally the same game but better.
Like, I like what I'm seeing so far. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like such a long game. Like, it feels like there's just so much that goes on with it. And each time you feel like you're making progress, it's like barely any progress at all.
Here's the weird thing, like, Xenoblade Chronicles, everyone's like, oh, it's a long game, but when I think about the plot, and I think about the plot points, like, there's not much to it. Like, the plot moves and goes. Like, it's actually the story of it is really short too.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I mean, you got to account for grinding as well, because that sure takes a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, well, definitely grinding to get through the story is where you get the time for the game, but it's like, especially I know, like, when I go back and read through the story and stuff, like, it's just point, big twist, point, end. It's like, okay, that happened.
Yeah.
Like, especially after the twist. Like, it's so weird how little happens between the twist and the end, but it's like, whoa, okay, that was fast.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take your word for it. But anyway, yeah, after we do that first digital root puzzle, now we have another one. Now we have to insert all the pins in here in order to get the number F. Because you know F is a number.
Oh, yeah, the hexadecimal where it's, what, base 12? Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, but luckily it seems like my past self has done it so many goddamn times, I've just kind of memorized it. So that's good.
Hooray! We had to redo the wheel bit, but thank goodness we were able to get the hexadecimal puzzle done in one go.
Yeah, but now that we have that done, we have just one more teeny tiny little puzzle that we have to do in order to finish this room out. Box pushing.
Oh god.
And just like I said, you push literal boxes throughout this little area here in order to get them in a straight line so you can cross it and then get what's on the other side of the coffin. Because, plot twist, the fence is electrified. You gotta do this box pushing puzzle first.
This literal video game puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. Just like compared to all the other puzzles that we see in here. This just feels so gamey. And
Right? This
out of
always reminds
place.
me of the one part in Deadly Premonition where you can get money by doing a side quest where you have to push the boxes in the back of the grocery store. And then I know that's also a mini game / job in No More Heroes, like pushing boxes.
All right, so I know you get money from it, but is there any other reason to push boxes? Like, is it like an actual puzzle that you have to do to progress in the game?
No, boxes. Like, because you're readjusting, or you're moving around the inventory is the context of the puzzle, but it's just a box pushing puzzle.
Man, yeah, no wonder that game got such heavily mixed reviews. You have stuff like that in it. And
I love Deadly Premonition, but I'm also a huge Twin Peaks fan, so it's like, I like it for things outside of the game. Like, the game itself is, it's kind of clunky. It's, to me, I always describe it as one of the best games made for the Dreamcast, because it feels certainly like it. But I like it for what it tries to do. It's a little quirkiness. The characters definitely are nice in the game, so it gets the MBM recommendation of games to play if you like playing games.
hooray! That means I can go to GameStop and buy the game at $5 off per purchase. Now, this puzzle here, though, it's a little bit more complex than your average block pushing puzzle because you have a limited amount of moves. Yeah, if you push the machine around too many times, you push too many crates, it just shuts itself completely off. So you better get those crates to where they're supposed to be within the pushing limit.
Or else you die.
Not really, but, well, kinda.
Well, actually, in this game, yeah.
Yeah, see, what actually happens behind the scenes if you fail this puzzle? The ship just starts sinking immediately. Like, the time limit is just completely thrown out of the window. Another bomb goes off on all the other decks. Not the bombs inside, the people, but just bombs that they had no idea about. And the ship just sinks instantly. Just like that. Just like that.
Ship sinks.
Yep, but it looks like we did solve that puzzle.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh man. So what you're actually doing is programming the robot to do that. So first off, you have to input the correct commands, but then you have to wait for the Pushmaster to do its thing. And
It's a pre-programmed route that you're putting into the robot, and then he goes and does all 43 movements that you programmed exactly.
thankfully, the game kind of cut that short. But oh god, can you imagine how long that would have taken? That would have wasted so much time.
Way to go, you fucking little robot, you.
But at least the robot did its job. It did what it was programmed for. It did what it was built for. So, round of applause for the robot.
Yay!
Still wonder why the fence was electrified in the first place. I mean, I guess it's some sort of trap, but is it really that necessary?
Yeah, there's literally only one reason to electrify a fence, to prevent things from touching it.
Well, yeah, there's that, but maybe there was some sort of more valuable cargo hidden behind the fence that maybe the people didn't want others to touch.
Yes, because in the original Titanic, they needed the electrified fence in the schematics. It went with their microchip scanners.
Yeah, technology. Also, it's a gun. Yep, we solved that puzzle, across the boxes, opened up the casket on the other side, and found a gun.
Yeah, a gun that's definitely not going to be brought up later. Like, don't even think about it. Or Russians who have guns, or guns named after Russians. Nope, like just don't even.
Oh yeah. You never want to bring a gun into the situation because that just causes problems. Like, and even then, we really don't keep any of the items that we've gained throughout our quest here in our inventory, except for the most important ones. Like, you don't see Junpei carrying around that vase that he used to put out the fire in the first class cabin.
I mean, earlier this game, Junpei had a bunch of number cards to open up his number door, and he never brought those cards with him. So I don't see the need to bring this gun.
Still, why exactly is there a gun in here in the first place? Like, what purpose does it serve? I mean, other than the obvious, but really, what's it doing here?
Well, like, I think they're discussing it too. Like, did Zero leave it? If it was, why leave it? Or was it another player who was it? Did Zero leave it for the players, or did Zero leave it for himself? A lot of things like that.
I guess it's another Schrodinger's gun situation. Like, is there going to be a gun in the coffin, or is there not going to be a gun in the coffin? You just gotta open it up to find out.
Or this just became like a Mario Party, and here's chance time. Except in this game, it's a fucking gun.
Yeah, there's a lot of Schrodinger's cat style situations thrown throughout this game that the game doesn't even say it's Schrodinger's cat, but we're saying it anyway because it clearly is. It's one of those recurring themes that, you know, the popular things use.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of motifs carry over. Guns being guns in general. Heat kind of is a recurring thing. Rooms that get hot. Stuff like that, definitely.
Yep, and once again, we're never going to see that gun again. Never, never, ever, 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 never, ever. We'll see you guys in the next part where we still won't see the gun. Trust us. Seriously, it's not going to be there. I know you're doubting us, but no, seriously, it's not. So just stop and go to the next part. Why are you still watching this?